There's been a lot of problems with the water situation here in the San Lorenzo Valley. A main pipeline leading up to their tanks was destroyed by a blaze. There's 8,000 people who rely on that, and they've all been evacuated, but there are issues with the water supply. Now, joining me live is Rick Rogers with the San Lorenzo Water District. First of all, is there enough water to fight this fire for the firefighters up there?
We have been able to maintain water in our distribution system. Primarily, we are centering on the Highway 9 corridor. We've met with CAL FIRE and Boulder Creek Fire and established that as where we would let the outlining areas not be as concerned, try to maintain water flow. And we have pretty much have done that. You know, they go from hydrant to hydrant, fill their tanks, and move on. Some of the higher reaches we've had difficulty, we've valved off, but so far we're able to keep our Highway 9 corridor in water.
Now, what's the difficulty in making the repairs to the 3 tanks? Now, my understanding is that 4.5 million gallons of water has already been leaked out. That's 51.5% of the water for the entire district.
That's correct. It was a catastrophic failure of these pipelines, and we dumped that amount of water in approximately 8 hours through large mains. The problem is there's still active fire. We received a fire escort from Boulder Creek Fire to do an assessment. Pipe is still burning. It's a high density polyethylene pipe. We still have active fire. Our board did meet and approved emergency contracts to bring in contractor help to facilitate repairs. We're meeting with that contractor today. We may not be able to get in there right now, but we can procure materials. Sometimes materials can get very difficult to get, especially with the pandemic. There's shortages of some materials. But we hope to be able, by the end of next week, to have those storage facilities back in service and start filling them again. It's imperative that we do that before the quarantine is lifted.
Now, another problem is that a lot of people, when they left the area, they left their sprinklers on. Now, you don't want people going back into the area, but you have to go out and do what?
When we see sprinklers ring, a lot of people before they left, they turned on roof sprinklers when they evacuated. Some people have called us up to tell us that, and when we see them, we shut water off now. That is part of the emergency declaration our board met, a water shortage emergency. And we will be going into a boil order because we lost pressure and drained pipelines as precautionary. So that has been an additional strain on our water system. You know, everybody running their hoses at once really caused us some issues. We couldn't regain storage.
But right now, there is enough water pressure for the firefighters.
Yes, okay. on the Highway 9 corridor. That's correct.
Okay, very good. And what's the cost for these repairs right now? Where are you going to get the money for this?
Well, that's to be determined. Right now, we're probably estimated at final repairs around $5 million. We lost, besides the tanks, we lost an additional 5 miles of this pipeline. All of our raw water intake supply lines were lost. They are pipelines laying on the Empire Grade Mountain. Fire went right through there. So we're looking at $5 million. It's my understanding that a federally declared disaster, so we'll be looking for disaster support, as well as the district ratepayers will have to pay for some of this repair and replacement.
All right, thank you very much, Rick Rogers, for joining us live here.
Appreciate
it. Thank you very much. So there you have it. There is enough water for the firefighters to continue the fight on this blaze, and eventually they're going to try and get that repaired as soon as possible. I know they've been working around the clock. Alani, back to you.
All right, Phil, water, one of those very important things needed for this fire. Thank you, live from Santa Cruz County for us.